Hello and welcome to November 5th, 2021 here in Zone 6, Ohio. And I took down all my pepper plants the last 2 days. And as you can see, there's no pepper plants anymore on my porch. So this is what I got off of all the plants as I took them down. And I really wasn't expecting to get this much of a harvest off of them. But I did. I got a whole table full of stuff here, and the colors are awesome. I've got this really cornucopia of colors here, and it's really pretty. I'm quite impressed by the color palette that I have here right now. So it fits well with fall. But this is what we got left here. We've got some Jalapenos here, little red Jalapenos, mostly greens. Okay. Got some Serranos here, Tampaniquas, I'm always butchering that, but we got a little of these. We got about 50-50 green and red here, and we've got some Kung Paos down here, mostly green, but a few red ones in there and stuff, but we'll have some green Kung Pao. I can use that for, we'll try making some chili sauce. That's what that was for originally, was making chili sauce. And then we step back a little bit here, and this whole row here, that whole thing is Dito de Mocos, and I've got a ton of these Ditos. And these Ditos are really, they have a unique shape to them. They actually look like a bean. I've been meaning to say that all summer, but when they're hanging on the vine, they look like green beans, and they sort of have a beanie shape to them. So I've got this whole pile of Ditos here. And so we got a bunch of Ditos here that we got to work with. And then we go to these scarlets here. These scarlets are really nice and stuff like that, and I like the scarlets. They make a really good hot sauce, and when they turn red, this is what they look like. Give you a nice scarlet red pepper, but purple before that to give you a nice, and it's a pretty plant. It's a variegated plant. It's white, green, and a few other colors on it. So we've got these scarlets here, and then we're on to a mystery pepper here. This is the mystery pepper that I got, one of them, the first one that I got from Pepper Joe's, and don't know what they are. I have written Pepper Joe's 3 times, sent 3 emails to them, and I also sent a link to the videos I put up, and I asked them to tell me what these things are, and I have yet to ever get any kind of response from them. They've never contacted me back. Sport peppers, not too many, just a few sport peppers here in the end, not much. A nice hot pepper. It's somewhere in the 20,000 range. Again, I'm not really quite sure that they're actually sport peppers, though. They're a hell of a lot bigger than the peppers that you actually seen pictures of. So it's not a mystery pepper. It's just that I'm not really quite sure that that's actually what they say it is. So I'm not really quite convinced by Pepper Joe's that that's a sport pepper. This third right here, Reapers. Got some nice Reaper colors in there. I got some reds and some oranges and little greens, yellows. And then from here all the way down there, that's all ghost peppers. And the ghost peppers have some nice colors, reds and lights, oranges and dark oranges. And I've got some green, and I've got some yellow. And it's really pretty. As you can see when I step back here, the Reapers and the ghost peppers have the best contrast. They really are contrasty against all this green and red and purple from all these other peppers. So it's kind of the irony that they ended up in the middle is only because that's how all these peppers got taken down. When I took all these peppers down, I literally just put them on the table as I took them down, and this is just how they pretty much laid. So the peppers just ended up like this. So purple cayennes, this whole row here is the purple cayennes. And the purple cayennes are nice. Let me find a nice one here. I guess that's why they call them purple cayennes, even though they're not cayennes. I know they're some kind of Thai pepper or something like that. These things are hot. They're as hot as a cayenne, which might be part of the reason they call them cayennes. But they're as hot as a cayenne pepper. They're probably 50,000 easy. But purple before they turn red like this, and then you get a nice red pepper like this. And they kind of have that kind of green stage there. You can see there's purple, and then they're green. And a lot of this has to do with sunlight. This side is the sunlight side. This side isn't. And for some reason, the non-sunlight side is green and the sunlight side is purple. But it's a nice pepper. Like I said, it's super hot, thin-walled. It dries really easy. It dries in the dehydrator really easy. Cayennes, and got a few red ones in here, kind of orangish red. Mostly greens. Green cayennes are okay. We can make a green cayenne sauce out of them. I can dehydrate them. I've got a lot of things I can do with green cayennes. And then we're back to another mystery pepper here, which is these super long ones here, as you can see. That thing is 10 inches long at least, and we don't know what it is, and it's not in Pepper Joe's catalog. I looked at his catalog, and I went through the whole thing a couple times, and there is nothing in his catalog that lists a pepper like that at all that he sells. So, again, a mystery pepper. I have no idea what it is or where it's from or anything of the sort. Anybody wants to chip in and tell me what they think it is, feel free. Jalapenos here. Got a lot of jalapenos. A whole row of them there. A lot of reds, a lot of greens. Probably stuff most of these green ones. We like our jalapeno poppers, so I will be stuffing a lot of these green jalapenos. Made some jalapeno relish the other day, and that stuff is delicious. We had it with baked potatoes the other night, and that stuff was just perfect with the baked potatoes as a topping on a baked potato. So jalapeno relish, good stuff. Cherry bombs, a few reds, mostly greens on these things. These are, that one's got a hole in it, but these are about the same heat level as these jalapenos are, but they have an exception to them, is that if you cut the tops of these things off and take the pith and the seeds out, the pepper itself is actually sweet. There's no heat to it once you remove the pith. All of the heat is in the pith, which is, that's how peppers are. We all know that. Anybody who knows peppers knows that there's no heat in the seeds. People say the seeds are hot. Well, that's not true. The pith of the pepper is where all the capsin is produced. And so if you take the pith out of this particular cherry bombs, you get a sweet pepper, and it's really got no heat at all. Whereas if I took a jalapeno like this, and I cut the end off, and I took out the pith and seeds, I'd still have a pepper that has heat on it. So that's the difference between these two. These make a really good relish. These make a nice relish right here. Got to make sure you leave the pith and seeds in, because I mean, like, they're maybe 5,000 or 6,000 Scoville. They're not that hot, and after you make relish out of them, it's not hot at all. Then we got these what were supposed to be just, let me find one here. These were supposed to be just chili, here's one. These were supposed to be just these here, these chili pecans right here, which is what that is right there. This oblong shaped one. But instead, I got that, and I got these little round ones here, okay? And I don't know what these round ones are. They're not chili pecans, I can tell you that much. And so this is the third mystery pepper that I got this summer, was these little round ones. And I got a hell of a lot more of these little round ones than I did the chili pecans. So all I wanted was this. That's what I wanted. And I got, like I said, I got these little round ones in here, and I have no idea what they are. Heat level's about the same, though. If you try one of the chili pecans and you try one of the little round ones, the heat level's about the same, which is very, very hot. They're like 50,000 Scoville or something like that. So that is the end of the year, and this is definitely 100% the final video that I'm going to shoot this year of my pepper harvest. But the colors are awesome. I'm just going to leave it out here for one more day just to enjoy it. I've taken a bunch of photographs, and we sent them out, and we did some panoramas of this, and they turned out really nice. And that's pretty much it, folks. Wasn't expecting a last video, but I got this, and I'll see you guys next year. But I won't be growing peppers. I don't know what I'll be growing, but I won't be growing peppers next year. So, hey, peace, stay safe, don't die, blue skies, and all that good stuff. See ya.